they haven't fixed it yet. But I want to share good things too. So about to cross the street at this corner by CVS. I know now, don't even go by the pedestrian signs, because when I have the go sign, that means the people that's driving has a go sign too, and they will run your ass over, right? Especially black people. White people, they'll hold up. And I think maybe the only reason that white folks hold up is because of all the stuff about racism. And, you know, they don't want to feel like they're racist if they're really not, and they're just being, you know. But so I was starting to cross the street, and I got the light, but instead of even attempting to cross the street, I stopped because I knew the cars would have the light as well, and they do not yield to pedestrians. So when I looked, I felt very pleased. It was a young man. Looked like he was about 20, between 20 and 26, something like that. Skinny Caucasian, Caucasoid, with brown hair. Thank you, sir, because he actually had the courteousness to look over to the left to make sure that I was okay. Man, precious. Just, you know, it doesn't mean that had I walked out, he would not have kept going. But he was cognizant that there's a human being over here and let me look. So in other news, that stuff was expensive. It was. The little dental filling thing, I was able to get buy one, get one half. So that ended up being like maybe $2.50 a piece. But then the other stuff I bought, it was, and they get you with the buy one, get one half thing. They get you with that because they were like $10. And then the medicine was $22. The medicine was $22. The Advil, not the Advil, the Aleve was $22. My God. And then about mixing all those medications and stuff like aspirin, Aleve, Motrin, Advil. So I read up on it. You're not supposed to mix naproxen and something else, which I'm sure that I did. So, you know, thank God that I'm still alive. I don't take drugs like that, so I don't really, but I do try to look them up because I know I don't take drugs like that, so I don't want to die, you know, because I actually enjoy my life, you know. And that's the recurring thought I've had over the past few days. Whenever the toothache popped up, my recurring thought was, I would hate for my death to be because I had a toothache. And I told y'all I wrote a whole obituary. And it's so funny, when we was little, we were told to write obituaries about ourselves, right? But then I got scared to do that because now everybody thinks you're, you know, wanting to do something to yourself, which is not necessarily true. You just, you know, it's a way for you to reflect on what you've done in this life and how it may be perceived by others or not, you know. And when it's time for you to go, this is how you would like to be seen, you know, at the best, you know, meeting in a common place between what people think of you or may perceive you as and who you actually are, right? Yeah. So that's what my obituary. I think I told y'all about it before. I would hate for me to die from a toothache. I don't want that to happen. And the lady was encouraging me, just go on and get it pulled. I'm just like, no. And the bad thing about it is all the way in the back too. But I don't want to do that. And I think part of it, because I don't want you taking anything out of my body that belongs to me. But now I'm putting stuff into my body to prevent the pain. But I think once I get the filling up good and everything, it should be good to go. So I think I should be okay. And I hate when I do that. I wasn't trying to be nosy, but you know how I was looking and you want to be able to make out the features like a face. I didn't see a face. I just saw something else. And so I was like, okay, I need to determine that's a human. But yeah, so that was a good thing out of all of that. So now I'm looking for a black person to do a good thing, you know. I've had already a couple of experiences with black folks, and they weren't a good thing. The one decent experience I had was a white person saw me and acknowledged that there's a human being here instead of just zooming right past. Yeah, but will that happen? Probably not. But talking about placebo effects and things like that, I feel a little bit better already, which I know I don't really feel better, but I'm anticipating feeling better when I get home. So I got all kinds of good stuff. I'll share it with you guys when I get home. But you know, the thought that occurred to me as I purchased that shit, which was a whole lot, it was a whole lot, that, yo, I have $80 that I have not spent on gift cards at Walmart. And really, if I went to Walmart tomorrow, I could probably get the same stuff, you know, for half the price. That was $80 worth of stuff. But I'm going to look up on Walmart.com and see how much that stuff costs. But yeah, so the other reason it was so important to me, one, because of pain, and then two, if it hurts this bad tonight, what if it's even worse tomorrow? You know, and then on top of that, you know, I told y'all about the job situation, so I can't be, you know, I can't be taking 4-hour breaks just laying around doing nothing, you know. I can't because, you know, I pay my bills, so I can't do that. I can't afford to do that, you know. So yeah, that's where we are on all of that. But I'm almost home now, which is not really true. I'm not almost home now. I'm on a stretch of being almost home. And the good thing, though, looking at the right side of everything, with me having the toothache like I did, I just wasn't sitting and eating for pleasure and stress like I normally would. And today with that pay thing, that had me a little bit stressed. And I think that's why I ate those burgers this morning. Plus I did take some, did I take my pain medicine this morning? I think so. But I have tons of aspirin left. But now I have BC powder on top of that. But you know, I'm not supposed to mix all that shit together. So yeah, but like I said, I would hate for me to die because of a toothache. And I guess if it was because of me taking the Advil and whatever else I took, you know, that would be sad. The obituary would be revamped to say, not because she died from a toothache and her head exploded, some shit like that, but it would be, you know, this naive, innocent person that never takes drugs decided that she was in excruciating pain and she didn't want to get a tooth pulled. So she took a concoction of a whole bunch of leftover pills from who knows where that are probably expired and took about 3 or 4 different types, and now she's dead, you know. Yeah. But I think I'll be okay. If anything, I think like when pills are really old, they're not as effective anyway, but that'll leave be. That stuff worked. But one of these things cost $22. One of the pain relievers cost $22. I don't think the dental stuff was so the big deal, but it was I bought a big pack of BC powder because I haven't had it in a long time. I don't even know if it's effective. Probably if I crushed all my aspirin, it would do the same, but that might be all it is. That's another thing that would be interesting to look up. Are BC powders just crushed aspirin? I'm so out of breath just from walking, and this isn't even a 2-mile walk. I used to be able to walk like 5 miles up and 5 miles back. I want to cross the street, but I always wait to the last minute because I'm scared of what the cars might do. But so let me just wait. My tooth is starting to hurt again. I hope people don't think I'm filming them, because that's an uncomfortable feeling when somebody's filming and you don't know. I'm not. The camera's on me and you don't know if the person's filming you. But so if you're ever in Valdosta, you see me doing this, well, you should know if you ever happen to see me. I'm not filming anybody but me, unless you're like following behind me or something crazy like that. Filming me to encourage me to get home safely, you know. Can't wait to get home and take all this stuff. It's all kind of good stuff in here, and we'll look at it all together, I guess. Oh Lord, please don't let me die. Don't want to die. All right, so I'm gonna turn this off. Anyways, thank you for joining me, or not. You know, you'll join me later.